Hello learner, welcome to another lesson where we're going to continue interacting in the Manifested Publishers learning platform. In this lesson, we'll be considering the last two elements of staffing function, which are performance management and separation. Starting off with performance management, an organization hires or engages employees in the expectations that those employees will deliver, so that the organization properly utilizes the resource, labor, as well as the money it uses to pay that labor. The organization therefore expects employees to meet a certain standard of performance, and therefore performance measurement or management is a staffing activity that seeks to monitor organizational processes, that seeks to monitor the work of employees to ensure that milestones are being achieved and the organization is moving towards realizing its goals and objectives. The function management or performance management is mistakenly referred to as performance appraisal. However, it is important to note that performance management is a larger activity which is more encompassing and involves quite a number of processes, so that performance appraisal is only a part of the larger process of performance management. We will define performance management so that performance management is the systematic process by which an organization engages its employees as individuals as well as members of a group in improving organizational effectiveness in the pursuit of organizational goals and objectives. So we are defining performance management as the systematic process through which the organization involves its members as individuals, both as individuals and groups, or in a group, in improving organizational effectiveness, in the pursuit of goals and objectives. It is all about ensuring that what needs to be done is being done. It's all about ensuring that expectations are being met and progress ultimately being made towards the realization of goals and objectives. We will narrow down the concept of performance management so that we will specify and dwell on performance appraisal, as it is better known. So performance appraisal, which we are saying is just a part of performance management, so that we can define it as that part of performance management, which involves establishing expectations expectations of employees, setting standards of performance, setting standards of performance, and measuring their actual performance in order to compare it to the standards. To compare it to the standards, and finally delivering feedback to the employees. So here, together with the employees, you inform them as their manager of what is expected of them. Informing them of the standards that they need to meet, and then progressively continuing to measure their actual results or performance, which is then compared against the set standards to determine whether an employee is meeting expectations or not, and giving them the feedback or the appropriate feedback accordingly, so that they may adjust, they may change or improve their capabilities and expectations. Now, why conduct performance appraisal? Benefits or importance of performance appraisal. Benefits of performance appraisal. Performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is going to benefit the organization in many ways. And one of those ways is that it clearly specifies employee expectations. Employee expectations. Which improves their morale. Improves their morale. By virtue of the fact that they know what is expected of them, employees will be very motivated to try and meet those expectations. Two, it is a basis for determining remuneration. A basis for determining remuneration. A basis for determining remuneration. When we are looking at rewards management, one of the factors that is going to influence the amount of pay is a performance appraisal report. How well is the employee performing? So that it can inform of an employee who needs to be rewarded well because of their efforts. Again, it highlights individual training and development needs. Individual training and development needs. Development needs. If an employee is constantly falling short of expectations, it must be an indication that this employee is lacking sufficient skills so that they need to be subjected to a training program if their performance will be improved. Again, based on the evaluation or assessments, then it can be used to identify potential candidates for promotion. Candidates who are doing exemplary well are then for promotion. Then they stand a good chance of being elevated to senior positions or ranks. The next benefit, this process facilitates an interaction between employees and their superiors, and therefore improves communication between juniors and their superiors. Which enhances interpersonal relations. Another importance of performance management is that it facilitates a review of the organization's initial selection procedures. Facilitates a review of an organization's initial recruitment and selection procedures. How? If most of the employees are not meeting expectations, their performance is wanting, it may be an indication of poor recruitment and selection processes, so that the organization the right people for the job. Another importance is motivation. Boost employee morale. As due to concern by management in their work. And the last but not least importance of performance appraisal is that number 8, it is a basis for HR. It is a basis for human resource planning. By determining the current inventory of workers, and the needed future skills and the required future skills. So while planning for workforce in the future, this information that is going to be generated during performance appraisal will be useful in HRP or in the human resource planning process.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to get yourself a copy of our professionally prepared study text and revision partners. Visit our shop along Tom Boyer Street, Pioneer House, 3rd floor, opposite Fire Station.